So, one of the reasons why I would try to preach so many business models, like specifically with like the Amazon influencer or TikTok shop affiliate, or even building a YouTube channel, is not even just because of the money that you can make from it, which can be very amazing compared to like other business models in 2025, but it's due to the fact that if something were to happen to you, yourself, you can't function, you can't work, or Lord forbid you somehow pass away, which, hopefully not, right? But eventually it will happen. Like, that's the good thing about these business models specifically, is that even if you don't put in some work, at least for a decent amount of time, a lot of these videos, a lot of these things can still generate income for you on a day-to-day basis. Not even just for you, but especially if you have like kids or wife, or whoever, they won't have to worry about really receiving any income, or not receiving any income, excuse me, or having to really worry about getting a job, or just, having to really stress about money in general, right? Like with TikTok and Amazon, all that income, can cover the mortgage, bills, all that good stuff. So if something were happening, to me, I wouldn't be worried at all, because at the end of the day, that income is still gonna come in. Some of the videos might fall off or not generate as much income, but regardless, it'll be enough to, not have to worry about it for at least a little bit of time, right? Whereas with something else, like a job or something, if you stop, then that's basically it, right? Like, you can't do much about it at all. And so that's why I try hard to go after business models like this, because that's exactly what those business models can do, is they can still generate you income. Whereas when I was doing like Amazon FBA, I mean, you can get that to a certain point where it's outsourced and stuff, but eventually you just have to keep, working at it, and there's really no long-term, passive money whatsoever in that type of business model. So yeah, like, to me, that's what I look at for business models like this. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of like the stock market, where you invest in stocks that pay out dividends. Some people literally will buy just stocks, that pay out dividends every single day, just passively, because they know long term that's just money building up. And so that's literally the same thing that I'm doing when it comes to picking out certain business models out here, like with Amazon, TikTok, and YouTube, because all three of those will literally pay us, on a day-to-day basis without having to even do anything once you put in that work up front. So I'm just saying, if you have a family, kids, you want to think about something long-term that's going to continue to pay you, I would seriously look into some of these business models and really, try to learn a thing or two, and even build it at a small scale. It doesn't even have to be a huge scale like some of us, and really just, have something on the back end that's generating you income, and really just doing that. I mean, literally, musician artists already do this with like iTunes and shit. So yeah, it's literally the same thing, just in a different way. So, but if you want to learn more, be sure to follow your boy, comment down below how I can help, or shoot me a DM. Peace.